Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are here with another mukbang. So yeah, let's get started. I'm really excited. I have my favorite ramen here. It's the Shin light noodles. They're so good. If you have not tried them, they're so good. And if you're someone who I worry about calories, but I don't really I stay active about 5 to 6 days out of the week, so it's fine, whatever. But they're like super low on calories. Like I think a pack is like 350 calories or something. And then I also put some mozzarella cheese on top, which I've never tried before, but you know, all the mukbangers be doing it, so I'm gonna do it. So that's why. It's so good. Oh my god. You know what? I probably won't even use this bowl. And it's kind of spicy, but not too spicy. It's not nuclear spicy, but it definitely has a kick to it. I think I made like 2 or 3 packs. Can y'all see it? So today's video or story or case, it's a very interesting one. It's about this lady named Catherine Deshays, or Deshays, I don't know how to say it. Deshays, I don't know. But this actually took place a really long time ago. Like she was killed in the 1680s. So she was a fortune teller. She was born in 1640. She lived in Paris, and she first started off as a fortune teller. Now, before she became a fortune teller, she was just like living life. Like, I think she was doing it, but not as seriously. She ended up having 6 kids, and at the time when she was married, her husband was a jeweler, and his jewelry business and whatnot started going downhill. So she became the breadwinner. So she would do fortune telling for the most part. And then she became really into this thing, like I said, fortune telling, and she ended up meeting a lot of people. And with these people, they would distribute like poisons, aphrodisiacs, potions, just all types of stuff. And this became a really well-known ring in Paris. She even at one point ended up doing abortions, and then she started getting into black magic and started doing black masses. And then all this led her into becoming like a central figure in the affair of poisons. And the affair of poisons is like, it's like a scandal kind of that took place back in like the 1670s. But basically, I guess the officials started catching on to everything going on. And they were like, you can't be doing this. So I think in total like over 200 were like sentenced. And then I think like about 36 people were executed by the end of all these trials because of like witchcraft and like poisoning people. So yeah. And now by her doing this abortion work and whatnot and this poisoning work, it's believed for sure, you know, she's probably killed about 1,000 people, but they think it might even be up to like 2,500 people. And that's a mix of like adults that she's like given poison to like kill someone else, and also like fetuses and like abortions that she has performed. Now, while she's being the breadwinner and doing fortune telling, she also becomes a midwife. And when she becomes a midwife, this is when she really starts to get into the abortion part. Now, while providing for her whole family too, and doing all this, she's even an alcoholic too. Like a severe alcoholic. Like, she really does rely on her alcohol. Now, she had a lot of friends, but she also had a lot of enemies too. Like one of her enemies were Marie Boss. I don't know if that's how you say it. But Marie was like, I guess maybe mad because maybe Catherine was so like successful. I don't know. It was so good. And the cheeses, chef's kisses. It was really good. My chopstick skills are not the greatest today. So Marie goes to the king, because at this time it was King Louis the 14th. Like, that's how far back this is. And she's like, hey, like, she's over here doing abortions, and like she's burning babies' bodies in her furnace, which I think is true, but after the trials and everything, they never really like found evidence. I mean, she did have like a graveyard in her backyard, so, but they never found anything in the furnace. And so at one point, one of her like potions included like dust of like dead bodies. So like, how do you not, like obviously something was you put in the furnace. But I guess Marie was trying to be a whistleblower. And King Louis was not having it because Catherine was starting to become very high up in it. She had a lot of high profile clientele in France. So King Louis actually told her that she won't be investigated furthermore, and that the investigation closed. Little does he know, he should have shut it down earlier, but I mean, it's fine in the end. Now, by this point, Catherine, she's loving this lifestyle. Like, she's eating it up, she loves it, and she's like, you know what? If people try to question me, I need to really look the part. So she gets someone to make this crimson robe, and the robe had like eagles like embroidered on it with gold, like very regal looking, I guess. Very royal. I'm so hungry today. These cramps are getting to me. I went to the gym today, but I just walked like 4 miles, got my steps in, burned quite a few calories doing it. Cause you know what, I was against walking. I always thought it was a waste. But you burn a lot of calories just walking. So, if you ever want to like love lifting weights. I love lifting weights. I just really, it was not for me today, sis. Not today. Not today, Satan. So, but I still walk every day, pretty much. But I do lift weights almost every day too. By now, Catherine's starting to realize the more and more she works on these people, she's like, all these people, I think it still is kind of the, well, no, it's not the same today still. Well, it kind of is, but she was like, all my clients have the same wants in life, which was either they wanted someone to fall in love with them, or they wanted their lover to fall ill so that they could get a new lover, or they wanted their lover to fall ill also so that they could inherit their things. So she's like, all these people want the same thing. I should start making like potions that are specifically for those things. So she made these potions and they had like toad's bones in it, teeth from moles, what else? It had the dust of human remains. It had human blood in them. Yeah, it was crazy. And people ate that stuff up. They loved it. Well, not like literally ate it up, but you know. Another way too, she would tell her clients like, oh, you have to come to Black Mass with me. And I was looking at Black Mass. So it basically started as, from my understanding, it started as a way to mock Catholic Mass. But apparently it kind of became a kind of serious thing, like where you basically go and you like worship Satan, is what I'm getting from it. And at these masses that Catherine would hold, she would say like, oh, we need to do like, I guess like altars, which I guess is like some type of sacrifice. I don't know. I'm not good with all of this religious stuff, but basically they would use like their own blood or blood of babies. And it's unclear if the babies were alive at the time or if the babies had passed from natural causes or what was going on with that. So now, her biggest client was Madame Montespan. I think that's how you say it. But she was an official mistress for King Louis XIV. Now, she wanted him all to herself, even though she was a mistress herself. So she was already a side piece anyway, so I don't know why she was so upset. She tells Catherine, she says, whenever I have a problem with him, I'm going to come to you. So every time they had issues, Montespan would come to Catherine. And Catherine would, like have her go to Black Mass, or they would, do like a potion or whatever, to fix the problem, and the problem would go away. Now, one day, in like 1673 or something like that, she's like, he's losing, love for me, like we need to do another spell. So they do another spell. I just got juice on my face. And it kind of works. Not really, but kind of works. And then in 1677, she's like, he has this stupid little mistress. I'm a mistress. We need to get rid of her and him now. So they concoct a plan to poison, everyone that's involved, that they don't want involved anymore. And Catherine actually backs out. She's like, you know what? No, I don't agree. Like, we should just kill King Louis XIV. That's who we should really kill. So they make a plan. And their plan is to poison him through a petition that will be handed to him. So I guess this poison is so like potent that if it touches skin, I guess it poisons you. I don't know. And so they do that and they deliver it, but it never actually gets delivered to the king. So they're upset. They're like, Jesus, I can't believe, like, you know, it didn't work. Stupid. So, a few days later, she's on her way to conspire again, a new way to kill him. When she is arrested, Catherine's arrested. So as she's living her life, you know, poisoning people and casting spells and all this, she did not realize that the, like, upper officials were catching on to everything going on with the affair of poisons. So she is one of the many that is caught. She is one of those 36 that were executed. So she goes to trial, and she wasn't tortured like some other ones. Like I was reading on the Affair of Poisons page that some of them were even like, I can't remember the exact term for it, but it was like water torture, but you were forced to drink 16 pints of water. Which is crazy because you only have like 8 to 12 pints of water in your body. So it's just like, ugh, I couldn't imagine that much water. So, she was never tortured, but she was actually kept drunk. They let her stay drunk the whole time. Which was really for their benefit. They just wanted to make sure that she kept on talking. Oh my god, I keep on falling out. That was so good. So, finally her trial happens in 1680. She is convicted of witchcraft and she is burned at the stake. So she was burned publicly in Paris. So I'm sure there's like a memorial for it or like some type of like historical marker for it. I tried to find, but they had a lot of museums and whatnot. So now I really want to go to Paris just to see all this stuff. So that'd be cool. Because there was actually a few other like witchcraft cases that happened in like the 1500s over there. So I thought that was really interesting. And then I think there's one in Scotland too. Yeah, but she was burned at the stake. Like apparently on her way to the stake, the priest was like, I guess trying to like bless her or whatever. And she was like, don't bless me, don't touch me. And then even too, because they use like in American Horror Story Coven when they set them on fire with the hay under them, they did that too. They had the hay bales under her. She was like kicking them away. Yeah, it was crazy. But I thought that was a really interesting like case from like a long time ago that no one really, I never hear about really. So I thought that was really cool. I am burning up from this ramen. I can't wait to turn on my AC. I always have to turn off my AC because it's way too loud and you'll just hear like the humming in the background. Yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think we have one more video, then after that it will be officially spooky season videos. We're doing, for the whole month of October, all my videos will be cases that either happened on Halloween. Actually, no, I think they all happened on Halloween. I think I have that many cases already set to go. So I'm really excited to share all those interesting cases with y'all. I mean, I already started decorating for Halloween, as you can see in the background, but you know, I was so excited. I decorated my stuff September 1st. So, yeah. But I will see y'all in the next video. I hope y'all guys enjoy this ramen mukbang, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.